What if the burgers, subs, and fries you love aren't what they seem? What if the fresh ingredients advertised by McDonald's, Subway, and Wendy's hide secrets they never want you to know? Because behind every glossy menu photo and smiling mascot lies a story they'd rather you never taste. Welcome to BizWorld Explorer, where we dive deep into the untold truths of global brands. And today, we're peeling back the golden wrappers and green logos to uncover what's really inside your favorite fast food. So sit tight. What you'll hear in the next few minutes might just change the way you see your next meal. The illusion of freshness. Let's start with Subway, the brand that built its empire on one word: fresh. Remember those commercials where bread was baked daily, and every sandwich looked handcrafted by smiling staff? But according to multiple investigations, the so-called freshly baked bread is more chemistry than bakery. For years, Subway used an ingredient called azotocarbonamide, a chemical commonly found in yoga mats and shoe soles. Yes, you heard that right. The same substance that gives foam its bounce was helping your bread stay soft and fluffy. When this came to light in 2014, the company faced a massive backlash. Subway claimed it was safe and approved, but quietly removed it later. Still, it made people wonder, if that's what's in the bread, what else are we eating without knowing? And then there was the infamous tuna controversy. In 2021, a lab test commissioned by journalists couldn't find any tuna DNA in several Subway sandwiches. Subway defended itself, saying the results were unreliable because tuna DNA breaks down when cooked. But the doubt remained. If it walks like a mystery meat and tastes like a mystery meat, maybe it is one. McDonald's hidden formulas. Now, let's move to the Golden Arches. McDonald's, the world's most iconic fast food chain, serving nearly 70 million customers every single day. But what gives those fries their irresistible flavor, and that Big Mac its signature taste? According to McDonald's official ingredient list, those fries aren't just potatoes, salt, and oil. They contain natural beef flavor, which is derived from hydrolyzed wheat and milk, meaning they're not actually vegetarian in some countries. For years, McDonald's didn't openly mention this until a lawsuit in 2002 forced them to clarify it publicly. And then there's the oil. Not one, but a mix of 7 ingredients, including preservatives and anti-foaming agents that keep the fries golden for hours. Delicious? Maybe. Natural? Not exactly. But the biggest mystery lies in their nuggets. Back in the 1980s, McDonald's Chicken McNuggets were famously labeled as made with 100% white meat. But an investigation by researchers from the University of Mississippi found something alarming. Each nugget contained not just chicken muscle, but also fat, bone fragments, and connective tissue. It's a chicken product, yes, but far from the farm-fresh image McDonald's loved to sell. The company later reformulated the nuggets and claimed to have cleaned up the recipe. But even today, additives like dimethylpolysiloxane, a compound used in silly putty, are still found in their frying oil to prevent foaming. The question is, why do we need industrial-grade chemicals to make food that's supposed to be simple? Wendy's, the honest underdog. Wendy's built its reputation on being the honest alternative to McDonald's. Real beef, square patties, and that never-frozen slogan. But is it really as clean as it claims? The chain proudly advertises that its beef is fresh, never frozen. However, former employees have stated that the patties are often shipped pre-chilled and stored for days before being grilled. Technically, that's fresh, but it's far from the romantic image of ground beef sizzling straight from the butcher shop. And what about the lettuce and tomatoes that make your burger look so healthy. According to reports by food inspectors, many fast food chains, including Wendy's, rely on preservative sprays to keep vegetables crisp longer. The salads may look fresh, but they're treated with chemicals to extend shelf life far beyond what's natural. Even Wendy's famous Frosty, the creamy chocolate dessert, contains propylene glycol, an ingredient also found in antifreeze. It's approved for food use in small quantities, but again, the question remains: why does a dessert need chemicals found in car fluid? Before we reveal the final set of secrets, if you're enjoying this deep dive and want more eye-opening stories about the world's biggest brands, hit that like button, subscribe to BizWorld Explorer, and turn on notifications. Because every week, we uncover another truth the corporations don't want you to see. All right, let's get back to the kitchen. The ingredients. Game. Here's the thing, all three giants, McDonald's, Subway, and Wendy's, use marketing language that cleverly hides reality. For example, when you hear natural flavor, what do you imagine? Herbs? Fruits? In truth, that term can mean any chemical compound extracted from animal or plant sources and often refined with solvents and preservatives. McDonald's natural beef flavor? It's not grilled steak juice. It's a lab mixture created to mimic real beef smell. Subway's artisan bread? Made with emulsifiers and stabilizers used in industrial bakeries. And Wendy's real cheese sauce? A blend of processed cheese, milk solids, and modified starch, designed to stretch longer, melt faster, and cost less. But this isn't just about ingredients. It's about psychology. Fast food marketing sells emotion, happiness, family, speed, value. They want you to associate that cheeseburger with comfort, not chemicals. Every bright color, every slogan, every jingle. It's part of a billion-dollar illusion. The goal is to make the unhealthy feel inviting. What they don't tell you about additives. Let's look at one shocking example: sodium phosphate. It's found in McDonald's nuggets, Subway's meats, and Wendy's burgers. It makes food juicier and gives it a longer shelf life. But studies link overconsumption to kidney damage and heart disease. Then there's caramel coloring. Sounds harmless, right? It gives colas and sauces that rich brown shade. But one type, called 4-MEI, has been classified by the state of California as a potential carcinogen. And that's not all. Subway's rotisserie chicken once tested as being only 53% chicken DNA, with the rest being soy fillers and flavoring. McDonald's sauces contain high-fructose corn syrup, a sweetener that's been tied to obesity and insulin resistance. And Wendy's fries are coated with dextrose, a form of sugar that helps them look golden. Not because they're perfectly cooked, but because they're artificially tinted. When you add all this up, you realize something. We're not just eating food. We're eating formulas designed to trick our brains into craving more. The price of speed and convenience. You might wonder, why do these companies rely on so many additives? The answer lies in one word: consistency. When a customer in Tokyo, New York, or Lahore orders a Big Mac, it needs to look and taste exactly the same. To achieve that, natural cooking isn't enough. Chemistry steps in. Additives preserve color, prevent bacterial growth, and maintain texture even after hours of transport and storage. But there's a hidden cost: your body. Because the more perfect the food looks, the less real it becomes. And once you start noticing it, you can't unsee it. The chicken that doesn't spoil for days. The lettuce that never wilts. The fries that stay golden even after a night in the fridge. It's all by design. Engineered perfection at the expense of natural nutrition. The marketing disguise. While McDonald's faced its share of criticism for promoting to children, Subway and Wendy's took a different route: the health halo. Subway hired athletes like Michael Phelps. Wendy's ran ads showing fresh farms and happy workers. But behind those smiling faces, both brands source much of their produce from industrial suppliers, where crops are treated with pesticides and growth enhancers. It's not about lying outright. It's about telling just enough of the truth. They show you the farmer, not the factory. They show you the lettuce, not the chemical wash. And when we, the customers, see the word grilled or fresh, we fill in the blanks with what we want to believe. Health consequences. So what happens when millions eat this food daily? Rising obesity rates, higher cholesterol, and metabolic issues are only part of the story. The real danger is habit. Fast food trains your brain to crave salt, sugar, and fat at unnatural levels. That's why a plain home-cooked meal might taste boring after weeks of fast food. Your taste buds have been reprogrammed by artificial flavor enhancers like monosodium glutamate and yeast extract. Nutritionists warn that even occasional fast food consumption affects gut bacteria, making it harder to control appetite and mood. In other words, the food isn't just changing our bodies, it's changing our behavior. The modern shift. Now, to be fair, these chains are changing. McDonald's has started removing artificial colors from some menu items. Subway introduced new clean recipes. Wendy's launched campaigns highlighting real ingredients. But critics argue that these changes are more marketing than reform. Many clean recipes still contain dozens of lab-made compounds just under new names. And while slogans evolve, the goal remains the same: sell fast, sell cheap, sell everywhere. So, next time you unwrap that burger or take a bite of that fresh sandwich, remember, it's not just a meal, it's a story. A story written by marketers, perfected by chemists, and sold by smiling faces who promise happiness in a box. But here on BizWorld Explorer, we believe knowledge is the real secret ingredient. Because the more you know, the smarter you eat, and the harder it becomes for corporations to fool you. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, subscribe for more truth-packed stories, and share this video with someone who still believes fast food is just food. Because sometimes, the most dangerous ingredient isn't in the meal, it's the illusion that it's perfectly safe. This is BizWorld Explorer, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.